Well, good morning. I just ended the last video that you may or may not have seen. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to sit down. All right, normally at this time of day, I'm heading out to get my daily coffee drink. Been absolutely obsessed with the Eliana's Joy Shot for 5 months now. Maybe a little shorter. Maybe a little less, because it was the newest coworker who I think came to work with us just before Valentine's Day. She introduced me to the drink then, and I haven't been able to stop getting it since. And it wasn't even meant for me that day. Like, she bought it for somebody else, but that person doesn't even drink coffee, so I was like, I'll drink it. Yeah, it's my new addiction. I can't find my my tripod right now, so you're gonna have to sit on top of a coffee can supported by a water bottle. Going old school. Alright, so let's talk about well, okay. Let's start. How do we start this? In case you haven't watched the video in which I shared this news with you already, I am now jobless. Not really a laughing matter, I know. But if you've been around for a while, you know why. If you have not, let me tell you. I've been working as a florist for the last four years. Yes, 4 years. I keep thinking I started in 2020, but I actually started in 2021, April 2021. Went to go apply for another place, a nursery, that was right across the street from the florist. Going to this nursery to put in an application, and I got scared and freaked out, and something told me to go across the street and put in an application at the florist, because they had a sign out that said they were hiring for delivery drivers, and that job was right up my alley. They already had 2 other drivers, I think, at the time, so it was only part-time, and that was perfect. It got me out of the house. It allowed me to pay what I needed to pay, and it was good. It was good. Time went on, and I got moved inside. I was no longer just a delivery driver, also helping out inside. And then time, you know, things change, and I became a floral designer, and I did enjoy that. I did enjoy learning to do that, and I enjoyed my job. I didn't quit my job because I didn't like my job. I quit my job because I felt like there were more important things I could be doing, more fulfilling things that I could be doing. That basically is being here on, I call it our homestead, even though we haven't technically bought any property or done a whole lot. And we have our chickens, we raise our chickens, we raise our quail, we live here in this camper on his family's property. His brother and his mother live here, and whenever other family needs to come and stay, that's, you know, it's here for them. But anyway, this is our little homestead here on this property. I want to be able to focus all of my energy onto this. As it was, I was every single day that I got home from work, I was mentally and physically exhausted. I didn't have the energy to do both, to work and homestead, to work and be a homemaker, to work and be a gardener. And those of you who know me know, it's never been my goal to be locked up somewhere working for somebody else. I've consolidated everything in my life to make it so that I don't need a ton of money to live. Let me turn this AC off. Hold on. You guys are just gonna have to deal with the mess in my house, okay? I haven't had the time or energy to clean it. I've never quit a job the correct way. When I'm done with a place, when I decide I'm done, it's the same thing in my personal relationships, unfortunately. I have to get to the point where I'm done in my mind. My mind is made up. And then I walk away. No explanation, usually. I'm just gone. But I didn't want to do that in this work relationship at this job, because even though there were times where I felt like I was being mistreated or talked about or whatever, this was the only job that I have ever thoroughly enjoyed, ever felt completely comfortable at. I really, really liked all the people I worked with, even the ones that caused drama and like talked stuff about me sometimes. Like, even those people, I loved those people. I could get past all that. I enjoyed my job. I did not want to burn any bridges, because what if I decide I don't want to stay home anymore. This is not for me. I had all these dreams and I thought I could do this and I can't. And I want to go back to work. I don't want to have to go find some other job that I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I want to go back to this place where I was comfortable and they felt like family to me. You know, what if my whole, like, my ideal when leaving this job was to kind of leave it open-ended, where like during the holidays when they were busy, I could go in and work, get paid in cash, because that's how they do the people they bring in on holidays. If my boss wanted to go out of town for a week, call me in, I'll come work. If Caitlin can't show up because her daughter's sick, whatever, call me in for the day. That was my goal, and it just so happened to work out like that. You know, my boss asked me when I sat down to give him, I was giving him my 2-week notice. I was doing it right. I went in there, I asked him if we could talk, I sat down at the table, I was giving him my 2-week notice. We were getting ready to leave on vacation, and he basically, because he's got all the help he needs. We were fully staffed and very slow because the economy, you guys. Flower shops, funerals was really all the stuff we were doing, and we weren't even getting a lot of funerals because people just can't afford flowers right now. Anyway, we were fully staffed, overstaffed really, for the work that we had. And lost my train of thought here. Oh, sat down, and I was trying to give him my 2 weeks notice, and he was basically like, so when you leave for your vacation, that's it then? And I was like, okay, that works for me. But he was like, but if I need you, like, because I was thinking about going on a little vacation in a couple weeks, could I call you in? I'm like, absolutely, I'll be here. Glad that I was able to do it on a good note, so that if I'm ever driving past and I want to stop in and say, hey, how you guys doing? So I'm so happy, and I'm so thankful that the Lord gave me the strength to do that, and that I was faithful to what I wanted to do, because sometimes I will disappoint myself, and even though I want to do something the right way, I can't do it. And so I'm thankful to myself for not letting myself down. I'm hoping that with me not having to leave the house and go to work and expend all my energy there and drain my social battery, because I did drain my social battery at work every day. So when I was coming home, I did not want to socialize with my boyfriend, with his family, with my family. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to do anything else. I was done. I was absolutely drained. And it was starting to affect my relationship and my relationships with everybody. There was just nothing left of me anymore to give. And I'm really hoping that by me leaving this job and having more time to myself, which is so very important for me, for people like me, it's so very important, that I will begin to be in a better headspace, and my social battery will be recharged. I can start to spend time with my loved ones again. The whole point of the homesteading thing is so that I can focus on us, on our family, our homestead, our goals, our priorities, our health. That's the goal. That's the dream. Hopefully I'm not talking out my butt and I'm just going to end up sitting on the couch eating bonbons and getting fat. I don't. That's never gonna happen. Well, mostly because I don't know where to find bonbons. So that's the big announcement was that I quit my job. I'm going to be staying home and hopefully have more energy to do other things. And with that, I did want to announce that I have started a 30-day challenge, a daily vlogging challenge, to try to get my monetization back, because just because I quit my job does not mean that I don't want to make money. I want to make money. I have lots of plans. I want to get back to all the plans that I had before. Will all of them work out? No. Am I going to try? Yes. Am I going to try to push myself a little further? Yes. One of those things is to restore my channel to its former glory. Not that it was ever that glorious, but for me, it was something that was bringing in some income, and it was something that I was enjoying very much. And I miss it. So, 30-day challenge. I've already begun daily vlogging. So even when I feel like I have nothing to say to you guys, I'm going to be turning on the camera just to spend some time with you. And hopefully the YouTube algorithms will start picking my channel back up and sharing it with other people, and we can get back on track. And if I do well with the 30 days, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. I'm not going to stop at 30 days. We'll just keep it going. Daily vlogging, daily vlogging. Let's do this. I'm excited. There's some nervousness in there as well, because I am giving up a little bit of my independence and relying on someone else to support me until I can support myself again financially. And there's a lot that goes into all of that. That's another video for another time. I have a lot of feelings about a lot of things that I would like to share with you guys. If you're interested in any of that stuff. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I'm sure I'll probably start another video. If you start to see me in the same shirts all the time, just know that while I have the energy and I have things to share, I'm going to keep recording. So that on the days where I don't feel like it, I don't have to push myself, because I couldn't push myself through yesterday. I couldn't even do a grocery list, a simple grocery list. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything but focus on getting through the next wave of panic. So I'm glad that's over. Let me go feed myself, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.